all been very closely associated with T-Series and all the films.
Right.
So we are on a certain level. I'm more friendly to Meet Brothers because I gel a lot with them. But I have a lot of respect for Mithun, Ankit Tiwari and Jeet Ganguly because I'm a fan of the Ashiki album. You know, so being able to be a part for me, they're all my, like age-wise and everything, they're seniors, and they are someone who have already proven themselves. You can see, sun raha hai tu, galiya tu hai ki nahi, chittiyan gala, baby doll. When I was given Roy also, I had told Bhushan sir, please don't release my song first. You already have two superstars. I think if their song releases first, it will help us. This is what I had told him. And it was his vision ki no, I'm going with Suraj Dua because this is the vibe of the season. It's a party season. I don't care what you want to say. I'm going with this. So I was scared. So for me, working with these guys is quite good. I feel I've reached somewhere in life that I can be a part of an album where there's a Mithun, there's an Ankit Tiwari, there's a Jeet Ganguly, there's Meet Brothers. So it's fun working with them, and I don't think there's ever been a problem. Though we all compete and it's always the best man will take the song away. But it's very clear from the start that whoever does a good job, the song is his.
Okay. How much do you think music contributes to a movie success?
As of now, what I'm seeing is, like for me, I would say most of my films have reached out and made box office numbers because of the songs also. It's not just been films. Like if you see Roy, though I liked the film, I thought it was very different, but it never worked at all. So, but if you see Jan 2014, and now it's like, that's when I had started working on the film. The film got delayed, it came out next year. But the song lived for an entire year without a film being successful. But the collections that the film collected, everyone felt was because of the music.
Right.
So even Hero, if you see, Main Hu Hero Tera, those 1-1 songs have added a lot. Today Suraj and Athiya's identity is Main Hu Hero Tera. There are people who call the film Hero as Main Hu Hero Tera. There's a film called Ek Villain which no one knows. They say wo Galiyan wali picture. You know, so these things this is what it is. I think music is really contributing. It's become like a new mafia. If your songs are not hit, even though you have a scripted, like a big narrative film, if the songs fit in very well there, then you have a chance ki chalo film chalengi, so we'll hope the music to work.
Right.
Today I had that biggest challenge on my head. That's when Akshay Kumar sir also was doing an airlift. It's my first film with him. His previous 4 films didn't manage to like be as big as Airlift somewhere, and he told me, he's like, he personally met me and said, my 4 films haven't reached out and become big. I need Airlift to be a really big film, and your music has to contribute to it, because if it doesn't, then those extra 20 crores or 30 crores will never come. And this is a superstar top Indian, and Bhushan Kumar, all these guys, because they it's not that they depend on music. A star doesn't depend always on music. He can make his money, but it adds. He felt that the missing link in Baby or the missing link in all his films have been, in spite of being great films, they have not had great music. So he's like, you need to really do this for Airlift. And I was given the toughest situation.
Does that ever make you nervous?
It did. I was very scared. I told Bhushan sir that, he's really hoping that I can make some super hit music, but the situations are little, it's tough. So now we'll have to find a way through this. So we worked really hard. Airlift music took me 9-10 months, even though I've done 3 songs out of a 4-track album. Those 3 songs took me 9 months, because we did Sochna Sakhe, which was already a super hit Punjabi single, but how to make it work in the film, how to make it a 90s song, that's the era of the film, and how to make it my own also. That's also a challenge. When a song is already a hit, how do you add your own thing? Soch is a super hit in Punjab. It's a North song by Hardy Sandhu and all these boys.
Exactly, how do you do that? Going back in time,
I always sit down with my director, like Raja Menon and Nikhil Advani. They threw a challenge at me. They said, we'll give you Airlift's album if you can crack one song which we want you to crack. And that was Tu Dula Jise, which KK sang, which is the climax of the film. They're like, if you can crack this, we'll let you do the film. So that was the challenge thrown at me. And I managed that song. And that's how I got Airlift.
Okay.
So I went reversed. I cracked the toughest song. I think Nikhil sir always does this to me. Even in Hero, he told me first crack Wo Khuda, that's the climax song. So he takes the toughest thing out of the way first. So we had the most important song of the film done. And then I went on to do a Sochna Sakhe or a Mera Na Chalu. And with both the songs, they had to be dancey. Like if you see Aj Mera Na Chalu in the film, it goes very well with the film. And if you hear it just straight on a radio, you might feel like moving to it. And if you see, Soch was a challenge because for me, Akshay Kumar sir and Bhushan sir loved the song from Punjab. It was a hit single from T-Series only. And they wanted a 90s twist to it. They wanted something to be different from the pop song. Because the pop song had very contemporary hip-hopish production, which we couldn't use in a film like Airlift, which is set in 1990. And I was like, okay, let me get back to that time because I'm born also in that time. I have not heard the music of then. I've heard from Dilwale. Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge is something where we came of age. So I did a lot of research. I went back to hear what sounds and instruments they use, little santors and all these instruments. So I did a research of that type of music and that time of music. And what I did is I composed a new verse. I always do that. Like if you see Tere Bin Nahi Lage Jiya Tumhe Apna, all my recreated songs, they always have a new part to it. Tumhe Apna has Jism Ke Samundar Mein, not in the original. Tere Bin Nahi Lage Jiya has Shaam Bhi Wahi Hai, Nahi Hai Sitare, not in the original. So these are my contributions to the song. And I recompose an old song. If I can't do that, I don't recreate. So the original verse of Soch by Hadi Sandhu was Mukh chade dar mein sare dukh gaye, which I felt never went. It sounded very Punjabi, very good for as an album space, but doesn't go as a film. So I made Kuch bhi nahi hai ye jahan tum hai to hai isme zindagi. It's very 90s writing, very that kind of melody, very lilting, very slow. So I used duff, I used guitars, but I kept a bass line which sounds cool to youngsters today. So I tried to make a song which worked for the film and now is working on the radio. So I think Airlift has taught me how to make a successful commercial and narrative album.
So do you think you've been able to crack the code? What kind of music works today?
Not really. I think there'll be someone who will come with something new and we'll also have to follow that kind of stuff also. I can say I've just paved the way of electronic dance music into the country. I can say that. I've pioneered that. I tried it in Jaiho the first time by doing really crazy EDM tracks, but it was too early, you know. I think me and Salman sir tried things way before the audience was ready for it and the industry was ready for it. So I think that genre is something which people associate me to, but I'm going to break that also. So it's not something that I want to get stuck to. But I can say I pioneered that sound into this. There'll be someone like Honey Singh brought back rap. He got rap which is not English. He got Indian rap. He got Hindi lyrics, and they work. So I think everyone comes with their own thing, and everyone tries to change. Now if I've done EDM, now everyone's doing EDM. So I'm not doing EDM. I'm changing to other stuff. Now when I'll change to something else, there'll be someone else coming with something new. So we need to keep updating. I don't think I've cracked the code. I managed to, when I hear my song, I know that this is not a bad song. That's all I know. I know कि अच्छा गा रहा है. अभी इसके आगे क्या हो is the starcast, the fate, the promotion. I think the guys who promote the film, the labels and the production houses, they also have at least a 50% share, and the say and the reach of a song depends on their playing power.